Mr. BG. How are you?
I'm fine. I'm fine. How you doing?
I'm fabulous. It's an honor to speak with you today, sir. Thank you for giving me your time.
Oh man, it's all love. I ain't tripping. You hear me? It's all gravy.
Well, first of all, I love the accent. You heard me. I love that. You heard me. I love it. You just dropped a new album. I'm just looking at my notes here. I received the pitch just yesterday. So your album, it dropped today. It's titled Freedom of Speech.
That's correct. That's correct. That's correct. I dropped a documentary called Freedom of Speech as well a day before the album. And yeah, I got the album out. I mean, it's telling a story, right? You know what I mean? So the documentary, definitely is very informative and really explains, why the album is titled Freedom of Speech, and just give you some insight on everything that I've been having to go through to gain my freedom of speech back since I've been home.
Well, let me touch right there because I remember when you were released, right? The
Hmm.
news talk. Okay, so for fans watching this interview later or folks who are not familiar, you can correct me if I have any of these details wrong. So you were released from prison 2023 after serving 11 years of a 14-year sentence. And as a condition of your release, the government said they have to review all future songs. They have to have them approved, right?
Yeah, nah, so they basically, didn't want me doing anything, pertaining to rap or pertaining to entertainment, that I could make money off of, right? And then, they came with this condition where they was trying to, tell me what I could and couldn't rap about, was trying to just basically like, dictate, my art, you know what I'm saying? And it was borderline crazy, man. Like borderline racist. Like it just was. I felt like they was trying to stop me, from making a living, right? You know what I'm saying? Just because you don't like what I'm talking about, or you don't appreciate it, or it's not your type of music. That don't mean you could tell me what I can and can't rap about. But it goes deeper than that, as to why, they was taking that position. But I ended up going to court and fighting it, and the judge ruled in my favor. And she basically, let the prosecutors know that, they couldn't tell me, what I could and couldn't rap about. But she also, you know, uh, told me that I had to turn over all the lyrics, to the songs that I was gonna make available to the public, to my probation officer before I released them, and then my probation officer have to turn them over to the court so they could put them on the record. And the prosecutor listens to him, and if he feel like I'm going too far, or if he feel like I'm rapping about active cases, or mentioning names of people, that's snitches, or you know, different things like that, then he could basically file a motion and bring me back in front of the judge, and then we'll fight it out again.
Right on. So, how did that restriction, I mean, did this restriction impact your creative freedom at all while you were putting this album together?
Um, I mean, yeah, no, right? I mean, honestly though, this album here probably, was the hardest album that I've had to pick, in my whole career, man, because I know, that they listening. I know that they watching it, and I really, didn't want to say nothing that'll land me back in court. But I'm also somebody who made a career off real good quality street music, and just, telling my story, and just being honest and raw and authentic. And yeah, man, like I said, in the back of my head, I like when I was, picking songs for this album and making songs for this album, it it definitely. I mean, it impacted it in a way, but at the same time, it challenged me, to just be a little bit more creative, you know what I'm saying, and a little bit more, slick talking, and you know what I'm saying, like as to how I get, the story across or whatever it is that I want to talk about, but I ain't got that much longer on paper, and it's definitely a lot of things that I want to say and want to get off my chest and want to address, but I couldn't address them head on this album because I ain't want to get in trouble, you know what I'm saying? But the album still came out great, you know what I'm saying? Like I'm very, happy with it. Like I think my fans gonna appreciate it. I think the streets gonna appreciate it, man, and I think it's gonna do very well.
How do you feel about your impact on hip hop today? I mean, when you think about, since your time with
Hmm.
Cash Money and Hot Boys, hip hop has evolved tremendously, right?
Nah,
So let
thanks.
me let me ask you like this. How do you see your place in today's rap landscape, and what do you think you bring to the culture that's missing right now?
I mean, I'm at the end of the day, man, I'm a legend in this shit, man. You heard me, you know what I'm saying? Like, that whole Cash Money movement, like we pretty much defined the era, right? You know what I'm saying? So, you know, I mean, me personally, you know what I'm saying? I just bring, authenticity, originality, you know what I'm saying? Like a lot of, like rappers out here that like I mean it's a lot of them that they all sound the same, you know what I mean? Like it's a lot of music, that I listen to now, and everybody, pretty much sound the same, man, and I've never, been the one, to follow the trend or do what everybody else doing. Like I've always, made my own lane, you know what I'm saying, created my own wave, and I always move the crowd. I ain't never followed the crowd. You know what I'm saying? So, when it come down to, what I bring, yeah, I just think I bring, a level of, authenticity and originality and just good quality, street music, man. That's been missing, man. You know what I'm saying? Like it's definitely, a lot of great artists out here, a lot of, what I'm saying, good rappers, a lot of people. And hip hop is a big pot of gumbo, man. You know what I'm saying? So, it's all different type of flavors in it, you know what I'm saying? But I'm definitely one of them seasonings that's gonna put some spice in it, you know what I mean?
So can fans expect any surprise collaborations on Freedom of Speech?
Oh man, I mean, I mean, it maybe not be no surprises, right? But I got my man Finesse two times on the album. I got my man Fiend on the album. Fredo Bang on the album. My man Boosie on the album. My brother Juve on the album. Birdman on the album. I got the big homie E40 on the album. You know what I'm saying? Then I got a deluxe version of the album that I'm gonna drop. I got Weezy on there, Busta Rhymes on there. It's a few people on there, man. It's, you know what I'm saying? Like I've been working.
Nice, right on. And I know one question, I think I have time for one question, sir, before we wrap with this comeback. What's next for BG?
Nah, absolutely, man. I got my own label, Chopper City Entertainment, right? So, I definitely got a couple of artists that I'm about to groom and about to run, through my label and through my distribution deal that I got. And, I got a couple of movies, you know what I'm saying, that I'm about to start working on. I'm actually gonna start shooting one of them. I'm gonna try to have it ready for the summer. You know what I'm saying? I'm on the road. I got the merch popping. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm just trying to spread my wings, man. I'm playing catch up, man. So I'm just trying to run this bag down every which way I can.
Right on, sir. BG, that is my time. Thank you so much for giving me your time today, sir.
Oh man,
Very
you
honored to
more
speak
than
with you.
welcome. All
Yes.
love, all
And looking
love,
forward to
all
sharing this with
love.
my fans and your fans. Not my fans. I don't have fans.
All
My readers.
right, all right, all
And
right.
my
I
readers and your
appreciate you.
fans. Thank you, sir.
I,
Have a great rest
all
of your
right,
day.
all right. You too.